I want to dedicate this to you. All this is done in your name. That being said, without further introduction, probably, welcome to the Outcast. It's a working title. Judge me if you'd like. Just wanted to try a longer format thing out. Just to see what kind of psychobabble ends up pouring out of my mouth once I start getting into a good tangent. So be prepared for many info dumps, rants, and everything in between, I guess. I'd like to start with it's beautiful outside. If you're not outside right now, I don't know when you're watching this. Could be nighttime, could be daytime, whatever. Get outside, go outside. Go outside, and I just watched a spider fly away because it was on a dandelion. And the dandelion ended up getting caught up in the wind, and the spider just shot its web and was only holding on to that one little dandelion node. And I just saw it, like, tethered to the node, float away. That was, I wish everyone could have seen that at least once. I don't know how many times. I'll probably never see that again in my life. And that's what makes it so awesome. Fun fact, flowers were once more valuable than gold because of the fact that they didn't stay around for long. And probably because it just made everywhere smell nice too, like incense. If you didn't know this, incense has this cool way of clearing air, you know, saging, smudging, and all that stuff. There's a real, like, chemical balancing act happening whenever you light an incense with the air around you. So, and I guess with that breaks us into this. This could break us into a good little tangent. Religion, any kind of rituals, ceremonies, were most of the time just like civics, modern day civics, you know, making sure everything is clean where you're staying, making sure everything is sanitized to the degree that all of you have collectively agreed upon, and purified and things like this. I mean, literally, purified comes from religions, faiths, and you purify water, you purify your air, you have an air purifier. It's funny to say it out loud sometimes when you're I guess when you know things. And that will segue into the next thing. Don't know a lot. Try your best to not know a lot. Or if you are just hell-bent on knowing a lot. And I guess this is unsolicited advice now, so be warned. This one is unsolicited advice for pretty much anyone under the age of 30. If you're 30 and up, 28 to 30. If you're in that range, really there's nothing you can do to change this. Everything is set in motion. But you could hope that when you turn 60, you're not feeling the same way. So maybe you start, putting everything together now so that later on, when things come back around, you're not in the same boat. Or at least you're more accepting of that boat. If you are hell-bent on knowing a lot, you gotta be prepared to well, you just gotta be prepared for everyone else not knowing a lot. That's honestly that's the real danger of it. And this can be said for anything, It's the extremities that always seem to be where people not necessarily go wrong, but way easier for you to make wrong choices objectively when you are in the extremities, are an extremist. Knowing a lot, going the extreme in your intellect or your knowledge, puts yourself in a mind prison. Feeling too much, being too compassionate or feeling too emotional puts yourself in a heart prison. Doing too much puts yourself probably in real prison. So yeah, if you are under the age of 28 or 30 for at least a few years, like 7 years, like you are 21 or in your 20s or something like that, really try to extrapolate what I just said and balance out your life. Because there's really no other real work that you could be doing. I'm an astrologer at heart, so I just want to maybe talk about that for just a quick second, because it's a beautiful science. It's a beautiful art, and I think that you should not learn it. It goes back to the intellect thing. If you start reading classical or ancient texts, if you can, or if you look at the translations and all that stuff, there is a common trend, at least with the ones appearing prior, the ones that are appearing in the classical, eras of any culture, leaning more towards the antiquated eras. You'll see a trend with all of the books, texts about it, and they keep on mentioning this idea of being born again prior to reading it. Now, if you have lived at all, you've probably heard that phrase once or twice in the context of religion, whatever religion you have either grown up around or contextualized with your life. You're familiar with that phrase. I think that this is one of the most overlooked aspects of any of these things, any of these arts and sciences. And I'm not gonna try and sit here and tell you what being born again means, because what it means for me will most definitely not look the same as yours. You can't homogenize a spiritual experience. uh, um, so yeah, don't learn astrology, but learn what it means to be born again. Definitely recommend that, no matter how old you are. No matter where you are, who you are, what you think, how you think, what you love, how you love, what you do, how you do it. Learn what that means for you, or try, and hopefully we'll see each other at the top. I think I'm gonna end it here. If you liked this, awesome. If you didn't, awesome. Keep your feet on the ground, head in the stars. That's not my phrase, but I like the sentiment.